What the is this? If roofing was easy, everyone would do it. And for this roof, everyone showed up to do it, except for a roofer. My name's Moses from Dreamworx Roofing, and I'm gonna show you 5 things that are absolutely awful about this brand new roof, less than 6 months old. Join me. We're gonna start with number 1, the most obvious one that you can actually see from the street if you step back far enough. This is a chimney. This is step flashing. What we are missing here is counter flashing. When water runs down the side of this chimney, the counter flashing is there to keep it from getting behind this step flashing. So what this roofer decided to do was put step flashing on, throw a couple nails through it, and then just roof cement the heck out of the entire thing, crossing their fingers hoping no water would get in, but of course it's getting in. And just in case you were thinking, let's give them the benefit of the doubt, maybe they just forgot that chimney before they left. No, second chimney right here, same problem. Now, just because you can't see the nails that are being used to hold your shingles on doesn't mean that the quality or type of nail doesn't matter. When you do roofing, for any type of roof that's being held down by a nail, it needs to be a galvanized nail. Let me show you why. This shingle, even though this nail is far away from the break, see how rusted that nail head is? That's what happens when you use an ungalvanized nail. Might have just been a cheap box of hand nails, who knows, but it's the wrong nail. Okay, so this one just confuses me. Every stick of drip edge is about 10 feet long. This one is too, but they just decided to make a cut right here for some reason. And all of the drip edge that you see on this roof has no overlap. Anywhere 2 pieces meet, they're just butt right up against each other. And as soon as you do that, water's gonna get in behind them. Okay, this one really grinds my gears. A code infraction. No ice and water shield on the bottom of this roof. Now, this roof has a 2-foot overhang, which means technically this roof should have 2 rows of ice and water shield on it, 6 feet. So that means from here, 6 feet up needs to be replaced, ice and water installed, and then new shingles put back on. And at that point, that's almost half the roof. More problems with the drip. Think like water, my friend. As water comes down the drip edge here, it's going to go behind this piece of drip edge. This drip edge is actually installed backwards. So when that happens, it's not just a little bit of water getting in behind there. The faseboard rots out, and if the faseboard rots out, where the gutter is fastened on, that'll eventually fall off too. So this one little mistake is gonna cause a myriad of problems. If you're a homeowner and you do this, I don't blame you. How could you possibly know any better? But if you're a roofer and you do this, you really don't know what you're doing. Check this out. This whole wall where the shingles meet the siding has just been cemented like crazy. Now, you might think that that's actually a good idea, but what happens is if water gets in anywhere behind here, what this does is actually trap water in behind the wall. And this homeowner has actually been having problems for about 10 years with the same issue. The roofer that came to fix it is causing the same issue again. So about 5 times a year, we get a call from a homeowner that says, my roof is less than a year old, I'm having all sorts of problems. This is usually the quality of roof that we see because it wasn't actually a roofer that installed the roof. So whenever you're looking to have your roof installed, don't just go for that cheap quote. This was actually a kitchen remodeler that did this roof just to make it a package deal for the homeowner. I'm Moses from Dreamworx. Join us on the next atrocity.